Is that why you think that implementing a action plan that has little small steps or goals to work towards that you can't fail at is a good idea, because then at least you're starting out with something small and ticking that off or completing that task will just increase your happiness or drive to continue a little bit more?
Absolutely. It's about creating a positive vibe. It's about creating a momentum, and basically it's the looking for the word. It's you're creating some brain frequencies, some brain waves, and so there's positive brain waves and negative brain waves. So when you focus on failure and you think that I'm good at nothing, you create a lot of negative waves. When you start to be able to tick one action as little as it is, and you acknowledge the fact that it's done, you start to create a positive wave. From one, you're going to lead to another, you're going to lead to another, you're going to lead to another. Same as the negative one, huh? One leads to another, to another, to another, to another. So when we start with those baby steps, and literally it could be like, oh, I'm good at nothing. Really? You're really good at nothing? Well, no, sure, I'm good at nothing. Well, I can tell you, you're good at breathing, you're good at eating, you're good at walking, because you're alive in front of me. I can see that you had food just right now, and I can see that you can walk. So there's already 3 things that I can tell you that you're good at. And just by doing this, for someone that is in such a negative state, they're like, well, yeah, but that's logical. Yeah, but it's not because it's logical that you shouldn't acknowledge it. So I'm really pushing them to create that positive things, and then to show them that they can take little action and that they tick them. So basically when you do that, you build the self-confidence at the same time. You build the self-confidence about the fact that they can achieve certain things. They can achieve some things. And at the end of the day, I think it's the main issue is not so much about the fact that they're afraid to fail, is the fact that what they're trying to achieve is not within their reach, or they don't have the right tool to achieve what they want to achieve. And I think that's the problem. We were talking about when you compare yourself to the best in the world. Well, of course, if you compare yourself to Usain Bolt and you run like 100 meters in 15 seconds, you can say, I'm a failure. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not even close to run 100 meters in 15 seconds, and don't think it's going to ever happen in my life. You know what I mean? So it all depends what you're trying to achieve as well. So, and this is the thing that people got to keep in mind. If you're trying to achieve Mount Everest, well, you got to acknowledge the fact that it's going to take time and effort and a lot of work behind it. So yeah, it's about this, putting the thing on the right line.
How about the people, like, I acknowledge that this is also myself when I ask this question, about wanting to do something but not being good at it instantly. And so I want to try something new, but along the way I know I'm going to fail, but I just want to be at the point where I'm good, or I'm okay at it enough that I could show my friends or family, or I wouldn't be embarrassed about doing it in public.
Mm-hmm.
How are there any little steps that I could do to help change my mindset?
What do you think?
Yes.
What do you think needs to be done to in order to one day be able to show your friends? What's missing?
The belief in myself.
Absolutely. Belief in yourself. And I think I remember that's something that we talked about in some of our previous videos, is about building the self-confidence. It's about believing in yourself and what you can do. No one can tell you what you can and what you cannot do. No one has that right. You're the only one that can tell that to yourself. And the thing is, nothing comes without practice as well. So if you want to be able to, there's something that you want to reach and you know that you're going to fail at it, well, the question is, you gotta think about, why am I so sure that I'm going to fail at it? And what is it that I'm doing wrong that's going to ensure me that I'm going to fail at it? Whatever it is. And basically you're going to realize that I'm failing because I don't have enough skills. Well, great. Then instead of focusing on the failure, think about how can you develop the skills to reduce the amount of failure. So the failure becomes, or not the failure, but counteracting on the failure becomes your source of motivation right here, right? So it could be this, or it could be, oh, I'm going to fail because I'm not experienced enough. Well, great. So it just means you need to build more experiences and you need to keep practicing over and over again. But it's really about the fact that you don't focus on the failure, you focus on what is missing, what is the gap, and what is creating that gap. And this is what you need to work on, not on the failure itself, but the gap right here and how you can close it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all of that knowledge. I know I've definitely learnt some things today and in all of the previous videos as well. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we sign off on this final video in our first wellness series?
Well, I think we've seen a lot. We've seen so much things over the last, like, what, 12 videos, something like this. It's been like, like for me, it's been a great experience. I really love it, and sharing that knowledge is great. Like literally, I only spoke from experience and from all the different tools that I share with my clients and all of that. The final point, and I think I've said that more than enough through all the different videos, but it's really about the only way to reduce your stress is to start acting against it. It's great to acknowledge that you have stress, but the question is, what are you going to do about it? And I think all those videos that we built together will give you an answer to what can you do about it. There's so many tips and tricks that I gave you guys that you can put in place very, very easy. And if you struggle, then reach out, literally reach out. You can reach out to me, you can reach out to some other coaches if you want. Go online, look for some videos and all of that, get inspired and everything. But it's really about what are you going to do about it. Stop focusing on that stress. Start focusing on be part of the solution and not the problem anymore. Be part of the solution.
And like Sofian said, these videos that we've done are all about improving your wellness and your overall happiness and reducing the stress and barriers in your life. So please let us know the tips and tricks that he's given and how they've worked for you, or any comments or ideas, anything that's come up for you in these past videos that you've found useful or perhaps need to know more information on. We're happy to do more videos or answer any of your questions. And don't forget to check out Sofian's website. It'll be in this description and in the description of all the other videos if you want any more tips or tricks or any other useful resources and people to reach out to. We really appreciate you joining us in these videos, and we hope to see you next time and look forward to reading all your different comments. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much, everyone. And I will just finish with that very, very, very last word is, if no one told you that today, you are amazing. And you can do great, great, great things if you believe in yourself. So go for it. The world is yours. Ciao.